So now, Wick, on another note, though, man, I mean, we was talking about some of the greatest hip-hop shoes of all time, man. When you think about hip-hop and you think about the styles that come along with it, what were some of the shoes that you knew and loved that represented hip-hop at the same time, but you knew that that shoe was the one for an era, a region, or whatever the hell was going on?
This is one of my favorite subjects right here because I did this subject a while back on one of my podcasts that when I was doing my own Wicked Truth one, and people really got engaged on this one right here. So I came up with a top 10 when you said something to me about it, and I want to give you my top 10, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about why I picked each shoe. Mm-hmm. The number one shoe of all time for hip-hop for me, for the community, is All-Star Converse. Number 2 is Jordans. The red, black, and white one's number 2. Number 3, I would go with shell toe Adidas. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying, with the Run DMC movement and all that right there. 4, I'm gonna keep it at Adidas, and it was a shoe called a Stan Smith Adidas. It was similar. They used to have a little green on the back of them. That's what we wore down here in the South. Yeah. Number 5, I'm gonna go with the old Allen Iversons. He had the blue on them. You know, Reebok made those shoes right there. It was a big impact.
That's right.
AI was hot. He had all the tattoos and stuff, the cornrows. AI.
Exactly.
Number 6, I'm gonna go with a guy from New York. They were called Patrick Ewing. Adidas made them. They were called Ewings. Yeah, they were fire. You know what I'm saying? That's all we wore down south down here. Okay. Number 7 was a guy that played in Alabama. His name was Bo Jacksons. We had the Bo Jacksons. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They were fire. If you didn't have a pair of Bo Jacksons, you was lame.
That's right.
Number 8, and then this is where it's get real tricky. I want to go with some classic shoes that maybe everybody in the rest of the world didn't wear, but we wore hard down here in Decatur. It was a shoe called Lottos. Yeah, they was real popular for the city of Atlanta back in the 80s.
That sounds right.
Number 9, I will go with a shoe called New Balance. You might not wear these for real players. Okay. Because I'm a player. Okay. You know, so I got a pair of me a New Balance in the car right now. Okay. At number 10, I'm gonna do the Huarache Nikes. The Huarache, I give them credit because Huaraches was kind of one of the first cross-training shoe that kept your feet dry. Now we all wear these same type of shoes to wear, they made out of sock. And Huarache was $300 back then, they have a light shoe. It's one of the first lightest shoes with that type of material. That's right. So I put them in at number 10. These are my hood classic shoes. I know I'm missing a lot of them. I heard people already don't say that Dion had a fire shoe. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But that's my top 10 right now.
Well, see, what makes me so angry about you sometimes, Wick, is because, you are missing a lot of shoes. You're missing the shoes that you actually wore. And based off of your Throwback Thursdays, sir, I think your number one was LA Gear. You love those. XJ900s. I saw you in a pair of those as well. I think I saw you in some Hakeem Olajuwons. I didn't even know he had a shoe, but I saw you in them. You also wore Asics. I heard that you.
Now, why are you trying to be funny? No, I did wear Asics gels.
Because they matched that lime green Wicked shirt you wear every other damn day. You still wear them to this day. I saw you in some penny loafers. Okay, and then also, you was straight from the deck, but you always had on high-tech boots all the damn time. If you weren't in those high-tech boots, I think I saw you in some Timberlands as well, so I don't know.
You forgot the Jeepers that I used to have Jeepers too.
The Jeepers, okay,
Them Jeepers were hard, boy. From Walmart, you get them for Target with the 2 little stripes.
Oh, come on now.
While you playing?
Now, I mean, because we all, what were the best Payless shoes that you could get? My favorite story I like to tell is, back in the day when everybody else was wearing Eastlands, I pulled up in some East Sides. And my East Sides weren't even looking like Eastlands, they were looking like Timberlands. So I never even understood what my mom was trying to pull with that.
Timberlands need to be, as far as hip-hop goes too, they need to be, as far as footwear goes, I'm glad you brought that up. That could easily be in my top 10 because...
What's the number one shoe that you think anybody in hip-hop has had to wear at least one damn time?
Chuck Taylor, All-Stars. All-Stars would be number one for me.
You would put that over Timberland?
Yeah, because down south we didn't mess.
In the winter, folks would still bring out their Timberlands.
Rock 'em, but now I'm talking about hip hop. I'm talking about on stage. They're definitely in there. What about the old Dope Man Nikes? What about Air Force Ones? I didn't put those in there.
The Soldier Reeboks.
Diodora, Soldier Reeboks. Remember they used to have back in the day. the British Knights.
Yeah.
People saying they were
the
racist, but I don't know.
BKs. I remember the BKs.
You had so many shoes. We used to
I know you had on some BKs actually. That was another one of your favorite shoes.
Remember that I did have the Troops.
Okay.
I did have the Troops back in the day.
Yeah.
The Lottos, the Troops, you know what I'm saying? So there was so many great shoes. I think this is something that it's a great subject to leave to the people.
What was the best looking shoe to you though? You know, everybody had on some shoes, but what was the shoe that you looked at? You were like, man, that shoe looks fire, and I need that one on my foot.
I know you want me to say the Jordans. And Jordans hurt my feet. I'm gonna go with the forms with Ewing. I was a form guy. Those Adidas, and I used to get the glass ones.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Them glass Adidas where they were shining with that patent leather coming up off that blue and that green. That was my favorite shoe. Was the form Adidas, but you would have to say Michael Jordan red, black, and white classics. It was the best looking shoe, the most classic shoe of all time, I think. But me personally was the
But
form.
Just the best looking shoe.
The orange and blue form with Patrick Ewing was my shoe.
I like them Penny Hardaways. When Penny came with his shoe, Penny. I felt like that was a shoe that could rival the Jordan at that time.
The AIs was hard too.
The AIs was hard too. But those pennies, they had a whole other thing. And then also I feel like, you know, when them Julius Sayals came out, they kind of was the rage. You know, when they threw that patch on the top of that damn shoe, it just did something to everybody.
You had to pump up Reeboks, remember? The crave for that D Brown when he did the slam dunk contest in them and pumped them up before he even did them.
Yeah.
What about, I mean, it was so many classics.
My favorite Jordan was the Jordan with the 2 holes in the tongue.
Okay.
That was the one that I liked the best as far as the way they looked. I like that Jordans right there with the 2 holes. You don't remember, you know what I'm talking about?
And what about some of the newer shoes out now? What about the Kyries? I got a pair of Kyries I just got the other day that I could put them up against any classic shoe. We all talking about the classics, but there are shoes that are instant classic. Are Yeezys instant classics?
Yeah.
That would be a question I would ask to the people out there. Are Yeezys instant classics? Could they be in that category of Converse, of Shell to Adidas when it's all said and done?
I feel like Yeezys are definitely instant classics.
So LeBron, what about LeBron? Some of his that he have dropped.
So if we gonna go hip hop, what would be the #1 hip hop shoe then?
Converse.
You say all-star. So that represents hip-hop. So you mean to tell me if I put on some shell toes and Adidas outfit, you don't understand what's going on?
I said they were number 2. I said that was number 2.
Dressed up for Halloween, guess what? I'm putting on some shell toes and an Adidas outfit. I ain't putting on no damn Chuck
Everybody has had a pair of Converse. It's not a person that haven't had a pair of All-Stars. Everybody has had a pair of All-Stars.
When you never got All-Stars, you were wearing K-Swiss.
I had a pair of K-Swiss too. I forgot about that.
Talk about some damn All-Stars.
They were like the fake Adidas, but
no, they wasn't no
K-Swiss. They held their own. You ain't gonna be hating on no K-Swiss. I had a pair of K-Swiss.
To be honest with you, all them shoes was hard.
Remember Tree-Torns? You had Tree-Torns. They had that. Y'all remember them, do y'all? So it's a lot of classic shoes. Leave it to the people. Let the people see they top 10.
Okay, y'all let us know, man. Hit them comments right now. What is your #1 favorite hip hop shoe of all time? What's the #1 classic shoe of all time? What do you think is the most popular shoe of all time? And if you could have a shoe re-released, what shoe would it be?
All right, that's great. Yeah, it would be them All-Stars.
I could dig it.
That's right.
Hit them comments. Be Hot Radio Shout it. OG Gangsta Wicked Big Galaxy. Holla at y'all in a minute, man.
Yeah.
We gone.